Alright, let's change it up for today's episode. Let's do some in-game music. I don't know how loud to make it. We can adjust that later. Anyway, though, I see another submission into Dusk's pool here. A Wildenton one. Not a good one. Dregs. I mean, there's nothing that's good with dregs. I'm just going to throw that out there. Probably the best scenario is either Wormkin primary, Hullhorn primary, but I could argue that's always the best scenario anyway. Actually, I'd say Melting Remnant primary is pretty good. Both those champs are pretty good. But anyway, Abel has beaten it here. 52k means probably no flying kill, maybe even a rather narrow run, and Fish is the submitter. So let's just see what we get here. I don't know if there's any actual music playing. It is, but very faint. Let's... Oh shit. Okay, I can't go back to main menu. That, like, deletes the C or something, or deletes the run. Okay, starting with a draft drag secondary is always fun, but at least maybe like molded and stuff become pretty good. I gotta say, these starters kind of suck. Chase is just like salt in the wind, sharpen. It's like if you thought it would be even remotely useful, nope. Alright, let's do that. I believe I can go... Oh yeah, we just have settings here. That's reasonable. Some of those tracks can get pretty loud, so... I think we just go Strangler here. There's not a huge reason to do... Well, there's never not a reason to do Thornlord, but I mean, this is the combo that has Rat Trap available, so I think just the simple chance at that is pretty good to go for. We'll take something that has potential high roll value, other than something that's absolutely useless. I haven't even looked at the map. Probably spikes for money. That's going to be pretty brutal with no heals. No heals. There's a lot of them. Spikes is probably the worst thing that you can get with the clergy. Armor can be rough sometimes just because of the boss. Not with the Strangler though, but yeah, obviously this is the worst case scenario. I don't think we take that. There's potential just to bust out. We don't have any removal either. I guess I could do Sharpen on a Steward in front to kill most of them, but I didn't want to take the risk. Let's do that to get around Ember Drain. Can do this. Okay, Collector's cooperating. There's no real reason to have a bunch of Ember. Let's just do this, and I'll save the other stewards for sure. Might as well get the extra draw if I can. Though drawing a bunch this turn doesn't make a whole lot of sense because we might get double sharpen. We do get double sharpen, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Just go like this, throw them away. That's fine. Should be able to beat him here. Sucks that we drew Sharpen in the same hand each time, but I guess when you're drawing basically the whole deck at that point, it is bound to happen. Not too shabby though. I will say sharpen ring 1 is okay. Pretty certain we want to heal here. Fine Grasp isn't out of the question if we end up with a molten encasement. But this could just be helpful. It's also damage shield dataless, so it's not like I can use that to kill backliners. Okay. Dripfall could kind of work with Strangler. Are we going magic or steel? If I go magic or steel, I should maybe take Purifying Cleanse, because Paraffin Enforcer is what we're looking for at that point. We could put it into the draft, then it has 3 burnout, add some health, and whatever. Like a quick would be fine probably, although we may end up flexing in Predator. Hard to say for sure. If we go to the Merchant of Magic, I'd rather probably go a Dripfall, because for committing to an Awoken unit, I don't know. I think we're going to the Steel. I don't have like that good of magic stuff other than cost reductions, which aren't really that needed with a Split Anvil. But this opens up some burnout extension. I have the drafts that a Paraffin Enforcer could go into. Shitstone. Spellchain. Spellchain could go on Purifying Cleanse if we find a Paraffin Enforcer here. If we find a Paraffin Enforcer, I am quite likely then just to go into that strategy. This is where we'd probably rather have Thornlord, because now we kind of want to just throw away Wildenton. I wouldn't mind a 25 health, to be honest. Or a quick. And Tombs would have been nice with this. Could also just add burnout to it. Steel's hittable here. Might just hold out for like another multi-strike or a quick. Quick would actually be the most preferable here. I honestly think since we have a gap all the way down to there, I think we could make the infusion now. It's a little iffy, but with the spell chain, the thing is, if it's a not priority draw unit, most of the time I can, you know, the dregs will be gone. Some of the stewards might, the other draft might be gone. So it's like second draw. If I do happen to draw my draft in the first cycle after the Purifying Cleanse, I'll still have 3 turns of buffer to then redraw the Purifying Cleanse. With Root Seeds and a thinned out deck, it's almost impossible for me to not draw it. And then if we do Spell Chain now, the problem is we're going to fucking Shardville here, you know? I think I do this though. We're going to have a lot of these drafts. This is definitely a Shardville run. I'm not super, like, be lying if I said I was, like, super confident in this. I guess what I could do is do this. That will help a lot, actually. I could make it endless. I mean, I'm at 50 shards. I'm a little desperate right now. I can take 60 here if I find a multi-air quick. That's, like, fine. I could just remove some cards, like, I could remove one of these sharpens even though I have the thing. It doesn't help me draw. It stays in. I'll remove one sharpen. I think that might just help me decently. I could purge as well, but I'm not gonna. I'm already pretty damn high on shards. Mark of Invasion shouldn't really matter that much here. Yeah, Yeah, we can just go like this, and that will actually block most of the shots. I don't have a good way to kill Fucko down here, unfortunately. What I could do is put him here, and then I could put him there, but I have this already. I don't mind losing Strangler here. We're gonna get Ember Drain, but that's fine. We might as well do something like this. Yeah, get that out of there. That's a good draw right there. Keeps him alive. Ouch. Fuck. Well, this ain't looking great. This guy's doing quite a lot of damage. I think I've overestimated my hand here. Well, we definitely gotta heal him. We'll draw as much as possible. Got him. Not even close. Never was worried. No, sir, I was never worried. Boom. And Channel Song not untakeable here. Yeah, Channel Song's good here. That word just come out of my mouth. I think we have to trust in our ability to keep him burnout extended versus bringing him back. I don't know though, it is nice to have the safety of a molded, isn't it? Shit doesn't always go as planned. Obviously a wide floor of drafts would rather have a Halo Drippings, but I already have a Spell Chain, Purifying Cleanse. I don't know, it might be nice to have that Halo Dripping. I think this actually protects me more than the molded does. So we'll do that. Holdover, Purifying Cleanse. Any good double stacks? Like double stack the Hell Drippings probably fine. Permafrost would be quite good. I could even, yeah, Permafrost it. Consume Remove on it is maybe acceptable. I probably wouldn't buy it if I see it first. Which means I probably won't buy it, because I would, everything I listed off I would just buy probably. Is the magic better for us here? I mean, I might want this health. Even with a Strangler, I don't think the Strangler is going to survive at this amount of shards and my lack of heal. However, I mean, I could make Strangler become Burnout if I have a Holdover, Purifying Cleanse. Thing is, if I could, it's not just a 50-50 here, it's like it's a 75% chance that I have a good outcome at the steal, plus the health is not nothing here. As you saw, we did still leak with a Strangler. So like quick or multi become very good. It's only 25% of the time that we would get Endless and Shitstone. Then we just live with it in that case. Because really, like, I don't know, Permafrost would be alright, Double Stack would be alright. I think the true value of this magic is more, especially with like the Split Anvil, I don't need to cost reduce much, so like the true value over here really is just holdover, so this is more like a 50-50. And this is almost certainly maybe not that good of stuff, since our drafts are what we want to find. Would I take a Paraffin Enforcer? Maybe. But I think I have more over here that's good for me. We can settle for a multi-strike, I think. You know, I did say quick would be preferable, especially since we don't have a molten encasement, but we could still find stealth. There's still a lot of heals. I think we just settle for a multi-strike is fine. Definitely not the end of the world. This draft we can just pour a cheap upgrade into right now. I mean, he still probably will be in the deck. Health over damage, probably. You might just need a tank for the other draft right now, since we don't have a Hellvent. That is interesting. Sharpen is currently my activator for whatchamacallit. I don't really know what I would give it. I guess I would give it the Sharpen. It's not the end of the world. I don't know what would be good. I don't really have a good one here, but let's give it Sharpen. You never know. It'll just make me draw burnout quicker right now, which is a good thing. I could remove... Stealth Boss is very iffy right now with this deck. So maybe I won't remove. It's not like there's bad cards in the deck, necessarily. At least in the context that we might run into Stealth Boss, and I'm going to need quite a lot of chump blocking for that. We can still use Golden 10 as our main strategy here. Starting to wonder if Molded was better. Molded was probably better. This is the guy that isn't necessarily the carry. But we couldn't have drawn much worse all four of these cards, I think. Like, well, I don't know. Maybe the draft's fine, but like, we don't draw the heal there. The better draft, we don't draw either of the burnout cards, so like, it does start to become a little risky to play this guy, because let's say I get him next turn specifically. I almost don't want to play that. I can play this and actually let the spell chains linger around just so I have an additional burnout extension in the deck on recycle. So we really got to hit that recycle. I'm going to get this guy in. Hopefully I can, I don't know, get something going. I'll leave that in the deck. And we got to get one of these out of here. Okay. Still want to backline with this one. It has more strikes. Yeah. And we definitely want to play those type of things out. Get rid of them. 6 cards left. Alright, you're dead. I guess I'll save that one to replace down here later, hopefully. And we'll just get rid of some of these. Wow, what? That guy survived? Okay. I didn't even see that. I assumed that we would have no problem here, so... We're able to find it just in time, but that was rough. Like, there's definitely situations that come up there where I actually just burn out. Is not there, right? The heal continues to be fucking useless. We got this though. Let's put that guy in. At least I think that's hopefully gonna be enough. Happened to be, I think every god, I mean I know it's 50 shards, but I think every motherfucking discipled foot soldier came in at fucking shards. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, well, we got that one coming up. I think we can afford to heal here. Not that it massively changes things. Should I root seeds here or train steward out? Might be nice to always recycle my heals. Another one of these fucking guys. You're never gonna give me a restoration detonation on a useful turn, huh? So now we probably still want to do that, I guess. Probably want to keep this one for sure with the burnout. I guess we're kind of blocked 2 with that. I think we'll be good here, but the draws have just been hilarious. I don't know. The draws weren't like that abysmal. They weren't great. They weren't abysmal. At least we didn't bottom deck so hard that we burned our unit out. Formless Child could be the molded I never had. But not really. I honestly might just... Quick Tome could give me the quick that I wanted, but another channel song is not out of the question. At a certain point, I'm gonna have... I don't know. Less units in the deck, but I think quick is what we're looking for here. It's an interesting one. I did think, like, would I take a Baron? Probably would be better use of the on the floor than Wildenton. It scales its health, unlike Wildenton. Comes a better tank. It's another card to add, it's another priority draw to add. Hellbent kind of sucks, doesn't it? But I really do need another one of those drafts. We have to give up a Vortex and all that. It's like when I see a Vortex have to get given up, 2 of them actually. 3 of them. Like we're basically hitting 1 Vortex total on this map, it looks like. I mean, at that point, I don't think we want to be adding cards. I don't know. I mean, we'll need a tank. I don't want to take a pip upgrade, but I might have to. Like, Wildenton can still be on the floor. It's not like the end of the world to have Wildenton be the tank. So the next Hellvent isn't all the way till there, though. So, like, for now, I don't need extra pip. I do gain a lot of draw from these root seeds, of which will stay in the deck, right? And the deck thins out pretty naturally. Do I really need draw? Like, I'm kind of tempted to do Ember, but I think I'll probably still do draw. I got the split anvil, but I also don't really have an activator for it. Depends on what the sharpen comes back as. And -2 is about as useless as it could be, but intrinsic... We'll hit that merchant for sure. This merchant probably for sure. And that one for sure. That's 3 magics. I'm likely to find a permafrost. I could YOLO an intrinsic on, say, this and permafrost it. It's kind of a downgrade though at the moment. Maybe the channel song makes the most sense. I probably will just do that. Yeah, let's do intrinsic channel song. That just makes sense with this deck, even if it doesn't hit the unit that I want, which most of the time right now it won't. That's not really that bad of a deal. The other draft can just stick around. I gotta say though, I really hope we don't face stealth boss. This deck is really hurting into stealth boss. I don't extend enough burnout. We probably just won't make room. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna remove at this vortex. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything else. I could flex Thornlord here. It does give up 10 health, but it gives me a better draw, which is probably important enough to just do. Here's a weird thing. If it looks like I want to throw away Wildenton, I wouldn't be opposed to actually skipping the round 3 Dark Forge. Like right now we'll still use them on floor for sure, but depending on what we find, like say I find a holdover Engulfing Smoke, I would like to just use him for Thorns and not take a pip upgrade, take another draw upgrade, and just get a bunch of drafts on the floor. Because I have that extra draft even if it's not infused. I'll eventually Hellvent 2 more, so I could have 5 drafts on the floor. I mean, it's overkill, but you want to, you know, you want to give... I mean, it may not even be overkill against Seraph. Seraph's Chase is ridiculous into Rage decks. It may not even be overkill. It's just something to think about. I'm not going to force that play, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing it. It'd be kind of cool to see. I mean, how often do you see, like, the quote-unquote strongest play being to skip the actual boss or the champ upgrade? Because my thought is I just want to keep his health low so that I can put him down and get the thorns, but have him die without actually rooting people. I know in Divinity I think that would work. The other fights maybe not so much. Man, adding damage here is really tough. This boss is not going to be too bad. It's 75 shards. He'll have a few spikes, but not that many. But this guy's scary. This troop is scary with +6. There's bound to be a few of them that get sharded up. Even these guys with the plus damage is ridiculous. So as much as I would love that money, I already got a lot of money. And I don't have like really any defensive scaling. I heal back, but I don't like actually go above my health. I got the one Wild Tome. I just think this is not worth the risk. I want to go top. It means they're already resolving quite a lot. I guess starting with this, I don't actually want to go top though, do I? There's no real reason to go top here, since I drew so well. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's get this in. Okay. I knew that was a possibility. Put you there. So we don't want to Ember Drain. We're going to have a full hand next turn. I'm down to blow this on the 1 unit, that's fine. Okay, we'll actually get this off for once. I'd like to get that guy in, I'd like to get the Quick Tome in. I don't have to do this if I'm going to make that quick. That already kills everything. So we know we want to do that. We want you in. What else do we want? Do I want to just get some burnout? I mean, I could do this as well. I did burn my AoE burnout spell. We really want to find holdover on this, by the way. I would add quite a lot of damage if I do this, but like, how am I going to justify... Well, I don't know. I cycle the entire deck. I think I can do this. Let's live a little, huh? Go here, here. If he dies, he dies. I don't actually care. No, I think I actually gain more from just putting that down. Yeah. Wow, he's gonna burn out. Well, I guess I only have the one burnout thing to find. This is fine. We're just gonna wait for that steward to come back. We'll heal you. Give the both of you burnout. Get our Stewie in here. Profit. We're totally gonna win. See? Not even close. Whatever. So with that draw, we definitely could have took the trial on, but hey, not always gonna draw like that. If I am gonna take a card here, it'd be Focus Growth. I mean, it does have the Split Anvil synergy. If I don't find Stealth, I mean, I will be quick, but I'm not gonna be having much rage. I could actually see taking Ember Upgrade and taking a Focus Growth here making sense. It's overall draw positive, so it's not like it's bloating my deck necessarily, and it's not like it's hard for me to play it. And I do kind of need another heal, so I'll take it. Endless is a half measure, but that is the card we're looking for right there. Engulfed Smoke all day, every day. So now the question is, what am I gonna hold over, and what am I gonna double stack if I get either of them first? Add a copy. This is by far the worst one that we could have gotten. I might actually just take it now to have a good Vortex target. Yeah. I'm going to that Vortex. Too bad. But it's actually the best removal target, and I'm going to have to remove it eventually. There's no way I want those Sharpens replicating out throughout my thing. I was hoping it would be like, I don't know, Pyre Health, Money. Like, Money would probably be the best one. I guess we remove this Consume. I mean, it makes the Holdover Stealth make a lot more sense, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. So Holdover now goes to Stealth instead of Purifying Cleanse, essentially. Make that 0. I mean, we're starting with it. No reason to do that. Could also just double stack this. Since we missed on Holdover here, it's a 75% chance that we find it now. You know, factoring the rerolls at the remaining Merchant of Magics, which I will be hitting. 75% is obviously in my favor, but it's not like massively in my favor. You know, 1 out of 4 times not finding Holdover is plenty possible. So, like, I could just lock in a pretty good upgrade for it, right? Did we check the middle? Spell Chain? If I double stack it, it's really it's not a huge downside considering, you know, that I have Split Anvil, and I could still hold it over. I might just leave a slot open. Leaving that at 2 is fine. They have synergy with each other. I suppose if anything I would just take this down to 0 in case I don't draw a Split Anvil activator. This is like worth it, but I do want to hold like some money, otherwise we'll be getting our shards just fine, so I don't think I need to intrinsic anything here. So we're gonna remove Sharpen for sure. We really need to think about Stealth Boss here. Let's remove 1 Steward. But yeah, we'll definitely think about Stealth Boss. And hopefully he doesn't come. He comes, and not only does he come, he comes with the only fucking one where there's like a backline that actually means business. And the Trials armor on top of that. Wow. You know, game, you're supposed to take me out to dinner if you want to fuck me this hard. Maybe I should not take that. I mean, I can't actually kill the backline outside of Wildenton, so Wildenton has to live here. I suppose the armor doesn't matter, though, in that case. It's just free money. We're gonna go top. We're not gonna play out any units. Well, I don't know. I can't, here's a problem. I can't actually chunk block out. Wow. On the one hand, I drew these. On the other hand, it's slightly annoying. Let's see what this draws. Well, we should put you down first. You're one here. So I'll hold that. That guy might be able to combine with some other units to and you know what's really sad here? I will draw a full hand, so I draw it and trying to think, is there a possible world where these two are at the very bottom of the deck and I just lose? There definitely is a world where that happens. I have this as well, which should be good. So, I mean, we draw 9, right? So I'll draw 9. There'll be 11 cards left. Which ones would I need to draw to not be able to draw? So with 11 cards left, it's impossible. There's no way I don't draw one of my burnout extenders, so we're good. We're good. Do I kill these? Probably better than incanting. We'll kill one of them at least. But yeah, I'm going to keep every unit in the deck. Do I need to keep the dregs? I probably don't need to keep all the dregs, but I definitely got to keep that train steward. I'll keep some dregs. I don't know which ones I'm going to keep. Okay, I'd rather draw here than put this down and just have it die. Definitely want the one in back to be the one that deals damage. I'm going to put down one more drag. It's so unlikely. These dregs could be good. We'll see. Is it? I think it's bloody unlikely, actually, that these dregs will be able... With the back, it's like I have to basically find the stealth for that to make sense. But if I find the stealth anyway, I would want the train stewards. So we're going to save the train stewards, not the dregs. You'll get that. I mean, we'll definitely do this here. I can save this guy too. He has 20 health. Oh, I fucked that up. I was supposed to play this first. That was definitely a mistake. Well, we'll have it to redraw, but that was just no real if and but or about it. That was just a misplay. You draw right back into it. I'm not putting Burnout on Wilton because he's just there to soak up the hit, and yeah. I think even the Custodian's worth holding on to here. It's 1 pip and it doesn't have burnout. Okay. Hear me out. I already have the 1 stealth for this turn. Why don't I just put this guy down here? And then put the stealth on him now. And he'll actually be able to maybe kill the things down there. These are going to have 17, so he one-shots them. He only needs to survive 1 round of stealth. So yeah, I think we're A-okay here. Yeah, they both die. And now I can actually... Oh, and I get this still. Beautiful. Alright, we've done it. We've beaten Stealth Boss. That was my only question mark. Chased is still kind of a question mark, admittedly. I wonder if I should be putting Burnout here at some point. I mean, I doubt I need that many turns of this, and this would just help my damage. Alright, we murdered Stealth Boss. Pyrogrow is an interesting one. I don't like it because it hurts my draw, and the extra Ember doesn't... It only matters if I draw Engulfed in Smoke when I'm Ember Drained. Which, you know, happens... admittedly some of the time. I mean, it's, you know, just by nature of playing top, but also because Seraph the Chaste has Ember Drain stuff. Ring 7 might have Ember Drain. Divinity could have a wave of Ember Drain. I'll tell you what though, if Pyro Wings is hitting me, this isn't going to help me any. I'm just not going to have any Ember. I guess I would have... If my full plan comes to fruition, I'll have so many units on that floor that it's just, yeah. I kind of like drawing cards, so I'm just going to skip these. Moral Entrapment has definitely some redundancy with the Engulfed in Smoke. Therefore, I probably won't take it. Sacred Wicks is interesting. Don't think it's good enough here, though. I think we're just going to skip. Left here for sure. Still want that holdover Engulfed in Smoke. But I can't double stack it, you know what I'm saying? Double. Septep plays a few times. It has some anti-synergy with Split Anvil, but overall it is worth here. So I'll be taking 15 there. That'll put me at 90. I'll go to 105. I'll go to... So I could go to 120 here, 135. I guess I don't mind going to Shardville. I don't care if Chase gets Purify. I also don't necessarily have to Hellvent the draft twice. Like, one more is probably fine. And maybe the other one, especially if I don't find holdover on this Engulfed in Smoke, probably just goes to Engulfed in Smoke. That's going to be good enough. But you know me, I'm not going to pass up a Divine Horde. That just isn't in my nature. This is interesting. Mark of an Exile definitely commits to Strangler sticking around. I mean, here's another thing. I could also just... Maybe I Hellvent one more draft, but I could still just have 2 drafts. I have the 2 drafts already, right? But the plan could just be... have a third one to increase my... Since I have to pass in so many vortexes, you know, I only have so much money for removals. I could add a third one anyway, but just with a plan that we're only going to have 2 on the floor. And then still have the other Hellvent go to Stealth, and then that gives... Strangler could just have this extra buffer, because honestly, I don't know if I want these. I guess I could take a Cursed Vines, but like... I don't know, it's an extra incant. And it might be nice to just have Strangler. As I think this out, I'm like, I can just make Strangler go into burnout along with the crew. And, then just have him have extra health. Fuck it. Double stack Ziffy here. I could do it there. I could. Is that worth the money though? It's already giving me shitloads of burnout. I still don't think... I don't know, maybe 25 is worth it on us root seeds here. 10... I don't know now with these if I even need this restoration detonation. It might be like something I remove. I could also unironically do this. If I had all of my units quick, Now, because now we're down to a 50-50 on holdover for this engulfed in smoke. I mean, if I had every unit quick, that's a good thing. Even if I'm, you know, I think we'll do it. And I guess another root seeds. I don't know when. I don't really know where this deck is headed at this point. So we can definitely start getting rid of units so that this whatever you call it plays the channel song. One of these days I'm going to hit the draft with it. Today, though, not that day. I don't think there's any point. We don't need to, like, hold this or anything. Now, this song is really good. That's not the draft we want. Who gets quick first? You? Here the zero cost root seeds definitely play. I'd rather draw than get that draft out. What a dumb turn. It's fine. I guess we just don't stealth here. I can heal back and I'd rather get some rage than whatever you call it. I can just get rid of these, get rid of them. Alright, we're gonna do this the right way this time. Yeah, I don't really need another draft on the floor. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of damage. Okay, this is a good turn. I think in the interest of rage, having that be quick is good. Heal here is maybe bad. I don't think I actually want to hit these guys because I want to get more rage, as much rage as possible. In fact, the damage should actually go there. That's an interesting draw order. I luckily won't get punished for it. Just in case, I guess you guys can have most of the draw. In this case, I'm not going to give this guy quick. Let's just keep giving this guy quick. We're doing that for the incant at this point. Definitely playing that. I mean, shit, I might not even Hellvent draft. Like, I can find them easy enough, actually. Like, I might just want another one of those stealth cards. I don't know. With a Strangler, I think it makes sense. I mean, I technically have all the time in the world to scale up. God damn it. I've been trolled, friends. I've been trolled. Yeah, we don't need to play these stings, do we? You, my friend, are dead. Yeah. Into Chased, I think we just makes sense to keep Strangler. Then the Rage stuff doesn't matter. Don't think we'll take these. Hallowed Halls doesn't make sense in this deck. I could justify Pip here. I mean, I truthfully am drawing 10 every turn, and I don't need extra Amber. If I just take an extra Pip, then the extra draft starts to make sense. We'll see what we got here. See if it pushes us in one direction or another. -2. I mean, I technically have an extra draft. So I could still do the stealth thing. Piercing doesn't really make sense here. -2. Normally good to see, not good to see when I have a split anvil. Another one that's normally good to see. Not so good to see here. Tell you what. In the interest of maybe this unit will be placed down at some point. There you go. You can have it, Wildwood. I suppose right now this makes more sense. Alright. Mark of Winvasion. This fight is annoying. I mean, I could just set up bottom. Like, I could argue that I'm gonna have so many draws fucked over by this, and that basically, you know, I could just let these hit my pyre. I mean, I can kill that group with the stings. There's not much incoming damage. I think going bottom makes sense here. Still waiting for fucking draft. So by the way, I don't know. I would say still so far technically Channel Song has been useless, as it always goddamn is. It is who we thought it is. They are who we thought they were. We let them off the hook. Go like that, I think. Oops. Oops, I did again. I got punished with a 1 out of 20. Fuck me, I guess. We need to get that collector, man. I can block 5, 5, 5. Why did I put you there? Alright, we're just going to put the draft here. Nope, there's basically nothing I can do here. God damn it. Alright, we're gonna go here. There we go. That was a bit sad, not gonna lie. That was a bit sad. We'll definitely play this, I guess. Oh, I can definitely fit a dreg here. Alright, you need to join the team here. We're just gonna take that hit, because I definitely want that to happen. Don't think there's any world where I'm gonna not draw either of these in 6 turns. So why don't we do that? Well, I take it back. Channel Song wasn't entirely useless here. It helped us get that collector top, so hats off. It's a little awkward, isn't it? This is certainly a problem with the I regret everything. If I just stack stealth, it's gonna like I can't put him down and play this, unfortunately. We'll say it's a bit of an oversight. That guy just burned out too. Rip. I'm hoping that our stealth can carry us. You know, you just keep getting drawn with these. Sure, that's fine. You do you. You do you. I guess at this point, him being quick is fine. Probably saves me more damage in the long run here. Alright, we have a turn we can get him in. Might as well. And actually, we're quick, so we're good. Oh, living armor. Poor living armor. Stick could use Hell's Banners. Restoring retreat. Probably not. I mean, I'm setting up top every other fight. There's no way I'm ever gonna set up bottom again. Resin removal. Remove spikes. And they got 30 health. I don't think they're gonna have trouble with spikes. But I don't know if they don't get the thing. It's probably not worth anything here, honestly. Maybe I get it around Ember Drain every now and then. Remembers the Melted could help me get the thing off. I don't really have... Yeah, I could maybe justify, honestly, a Memories of the Melted, but... It's weird. I'll take it. It's like borderline justifiable here. Horrible card in general, but I think we can take it. So I've got the 2 stealth cards. Do I take another giraffe? Don't need. Lightstone casing, maybe. A lot of gold, by the way. I can remove quite a lot here. Permafrost. I could also permafrost this. I don't need the holdover 2 of them. Permafrost that. That almost makes more sense. Maybe I'll permafrost one of these. If I open with it, I don't want to have to redraw it. I'm past the point of this. Yeah, no holdover, huh? We hit quite a lot of merchants, but okay. I think I'm gonna help out the unit and make a bunch of removals. Wow. I mean, it's not like that great of a artifact combo, or am I think Melting Remnant has some good hits, but we didn't really hit what we need. Like, this one can be really good. But yeah, we're just gonna make removals then with the rest of this. So like, I think the stewards are first out. Especially if I can get my channel song to actually hit. Custodian should come out, but on the basis of memes, I'm going to keep it in. Detonation can definitely come out. Alright, that's all I can do. I never checked this. Mold braces, no. Attack, pretty useless. Water could be useful, maybe, but really not. 10 there. It's probably fine. And just another one of... maybe that down. We always want to play that. And, moment of truth. Do we do this? Do we decimal system? I think we do. The deck is thin enough that we'll find those two double stacked things. Plus one of them's permafrosted. By God, I'm gonna get a draft here. I can feel it. I mean, what my chances are? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna count that one there. 4 out of... it's technically under 50% chance that I find it still. But you gotta factor in all the other misses. And okay, well, fuck you too. Basically, fuck you too is what that comes down to. This is annoying. At least it's not giving armor to the whole floor. For this fight, making this guy have quick, good or bad? I say good. Especially if this floor gets up here and I have no stealth. This is why we want the permafrost, but this is just happens to not be the permafrosted one. You guys can go die. We could 50-50 draw into that Hella Drippings here. Probably worth a shot, right? Okay, that makes this pretty nice. I could stealth right now. I guess I don't need to. We might as well actually... with Chased removing our stealth, I could just hold that. And... definitely we're doing this, but maybe I should do this now. This does 4. I'm not drawing much here, so actually I will just do this. I've changed my mind. This is the bad draft. Get you out of there. You see how much rage he's fucking removing from me? I have 9 hits worth of rage gain, and I've had that for, what, 3 turns now? And I'm still at 9 rage. It's pretty ridiculous, if you think about it. And he'll remove it again one more time. That's fine. With the subsequent stealth coming up, we'll be fine. So we'll keep the one that's, you know, whatevered, and the one that's permafrosted. At this point, it doesn't really matter where we're sticking these. If we redraw stealth, we'll just keep playing the redrawn version. And the whole floor has quick. Shitty thing though is now the quick on Wildenton bites us technically because we're not generating as much rage nearly as we could have. That's interesting that I just keep trying this version. Actually don't want to play that. Alright, we're good here. I have to imagine this next fight goes even better because we're not removing our rage. Almost certainly I have to imagine we get a flying kill. We're absolutely fine to do quick on Wildenton here. Still gonna go top floor. There's some risk involved with the 11 attack. I could use this turn. Alright, this is your final time, Channel Song. I've had you since Ring 3. You've still yet to draw on a draft. I believe in you. For your one last fight, I believe that you can do it. God damn it. Oh, just fuck off. Just fuck off. Just fuck off. What are you doing? I might as well do that. There's some downside to doing that. I'm just doing it for an incant, though. I think we'll be fine. So I've never taken Channel Song again. It still just continues to be absolutely motherfucking useless. It blows my mind how it just can always be so useless. Why didn't I just put a drag down there? Because I'm a fucking moron. We should definitely put the burnout extension here. That is about the last card I wanted to draw there. Probably Engulfed. Well, no, Engulfed Smoke would have been fine. Yeah, whatever. Let's throw these out. Definitely want to draw Engulfed Smoke right now, though. And we got this, so that's good. We'll put you in the front with the more health. 3 there should be good. Now we do that, and we are good to go. We get down to an 18 card deck past a certain point, which is nice. Okay, we definitely don't want you to burn out. Holy fuck. The fuck? Actually, kind of wanted to put some damage there. Quick right now definitely goes on Wildenton if I draw it. Okay, thank God we fucking drew that. Holy shit. So we have that. We'll go here, and then there. And then there, give you some health. At this point we can definitely do this. That fight somehow still like almost ended up in fucking disaster, but no, we're good. We're good. versus the stealth. I mean, we really don't need to be redrawn any of that stealth shit. And that's a kill. Flying kill complete. So, thinking back on the run, I will say this, there was no help from like offensive scaling on spells. I mean, literally the root seeds you start with and the sharpens you start with are it. Not even, there's no Wicklash, there's no razor sharp edge, there's not even a steel enhancer if I recall correctly, and no, I don't think there's additional sharpens even offered. I guess you can get the replicating zero cost sharpen from the cavern. And yeah, there's no Wicklash, no razor sharp edge. There wasn't even like a wicked blaze. I guess there was a hollowed halls, but that would have had to find holdover, which there was no holdover from there on out. It wouldn't have to, but realistically, it's, I don't know. It'd be tough to build around without finding holdover, honestly, at that point, because I think that was ring 6 or something. But yeah, I could see this if you didn't find, so like we went the route to get Paraffin Enforcer. I do think Merchant of Steel was powerful there because that was ring 2, right? But it's not out of the question to hit the Merchant of Magic for an Awoken banner, but I don't know. I think without a Razor Sharp Edge in hand, or even like a Wicklash could probably push me over to the right as well, just to go for holdover and an Awoken unit. But like, I would say it'd be hard for me to take a magic in that situation. Plus the Paraffin Enforcer, we already were eyeing that, right? So like Remnant banners. This combo is interesting because if you don't hit on Razor Sharp Edge or Wicklash / I guess Molded to a certain extent in the first 2 rings, you're gonna have to rely on probably passive scaling from units, and that's gonna come from the Remnant units. So I generally, there's a gauging you have to do there, but we'll just see what the others did. I guess what I'm trying to get at though is like, if you didn't do exactly this, I could imagine this run is a lot rougher. Like, you have there's a Wickless Baron that could work, but how do you get those initial slays? There's hardly any. There was no Glimmer offered. There's like no removal other than a single Subsuming Blade and I guess Mortal Entrapment. Like, this could really end up a rough seed if you don't go exactly this route. Like, it was easy for us because, you know, we have this. I guess I'll say this though. There is, as long as you went Strangler, there is this Engulfed in Smoke, and even without the holdover, you could go, if you didn't have this route, like, you could just go the route of go Strangler, then the deck out, and actually all of your Hell Vents at that point go to the double stacked Engulfed in Smoke. Hopefully you started with this over a measly +3 damage artifact, and then you'll have the ability to make these double stack Engulfed in Smokes work pretty well. At that point, it's still going to be weird because you're probably going to overleak every now and then, but especially in the Divinity fight. But, you know, between the root seeds, you'd probably keep Sharpens at that point as well. You could basically set up a Rat Trap build, so that's like another thing too. So let's see what people did. I think still I have the easiest route to victory. So we already see okay, Eable went this route, which typically I would prefer to go this route, drafting a Paraffin Enforcer. But I had already committed at ring 2, and I think Molded was offered after ring 2, so he might have just waited on this infusion. I would hope so at that point. But yeah, I just figured this wouldn't play as nicely with Wildenton. Since I could at least bare minimum fit 2 drafts eventually, and from that point on out, I'm only so likely to find a molded within 1 ring, but there's 3 options for burnout extension, so I was likely to find additional burnout extension. I think I like maybe my route here a little bit better, just because I don't like here to have to rely finding that molded to bring back your Paraffin Enforcer. You know what though? This works out just fine because you have the intrinsic Purifying Cleanse. And since it is Strangler, he didn't go engulfed in smoke though. I'm a little surprised at that. I guess he has the Mortal Entrapment, but like, I assume his floor is just simply Wildenton and Paraffin Enforcer. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he was actually using the dregs. I mean, he has these drafts. Maybe he wasn't using Wildenton. Maybe he just had the Paraffin Enforcer draft double drag mid floor, I guess. He's taking a pip upgrade. That's the only reason I can think he went mid floor. I mean, it worked. It got through it. With no damage taken. This one here makes me wonder if he wasn't using Wildenton, because it's a one-turn boss rush, so it's not like it leaked the boss to the pyre, but he is taking 12 damage to the pyre, so I'd have to imagine he wasn't using Wildenton. But yeah, I mean, it's still strong, right? Like, you had the... apparently there was... Oh, right, yeah, we found that too. So there was the additional multi-strike, so you got the triple striking Paraffin Enforcer. That's guaranteed to be drawn turn 1 because it's the only banner unit, and then you have the double intrinsic Purifying Cleanse. One of them even double stacked, which is quite a lot of burnout extension. And then you could even toss some of those there eventually. Still would have liked to probably see Engulfed in Smoke in this deck. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. There's a certain point, too, where he has a Subsuming Blade instead of the Engulfed in Smoke, it looks like. And he got it up really high. That's like surprisingly high for a non-held over Subsuming Blade, I feel. 78. Pretty good. And then the original Submitter. This is another route you could go to. So everybody did find Paraffin Enforcer, so they at least found the most powerful thing here. I'd be interested to see somebody get stuck without the Enforcer, right? Because it was only found that ring 2. You could probably come up with the plan to go to the Merchant Magic, and then the seed would get quite miserable. But I do think there's still the makings of a Rat Trap build. I still maintain that. So this died, though, to Hidden Assault. He has a double stacked Engulfed in Smoke. His deck is super thin, too. So I honestly actually don't know really why this didn't make it. I mean, this is also... I don't think they would, like, not burn out, maybe? Well, I will say this. I still probably would have took... yeah. Hold in. So the boss definitely had tons of stealth left over. He did remove his stewards, but it's... I think it probably just I would say it was a misplay of micro versus macro. I mean, to me, this deck looks like it should win. With the engulfed in smoke and how thin this deck is, oh, pip upgrade. That might have fucked him over. I think he still should be fine, but I definitely wouldn't have took a pip upgrade here, I think. Would have been a lot better off without that pip upgrade, just a draw upgrade, but that's probably neither here nor there. He's still at least drawing decently with the root seeds and a thin deck and the focus growth. But, you know, I don't know about the vapor funnel. What was that taken instead of? Sap tap? I thought it took sap tap, but I keep getting sidetracked. Yeah, I don't know. I think he should have been able to get through this fight. Should have been able to combine Engulfed in Smoke with a Purifying Cleanse on some sort of unit. That would be able to take out the backliners. That burns out like a few rounds of stealth. You should have 40 health on that, 30 health on that. And honestly, should at least, you should be able to get there on one of those floors, floor 1 or 2, to that double stack to go with the smoke, or even putting on your main floor. I would just have to see how that fight went down, I guess, because this is not like massively different than our deck was at this point, right? Not massively different. Though I will say, with the Purifying Cleanse on holdover and no draw upgrade, he definitely doesn't draw through his, even though it is a thinner deck than ours was at that point. He certainly is drawing significantly less. Where did he flow? So wait, they both found, no, only him. So only he found holdover. I'm trying to think where he even found that. Thought we hit every magic except ring 2. Did he go? Because he would have had to get ring 2. Maybe ring 3 had one too, and I'm just misremembering. I think ring 3 had one as well. Because I think I hit the Merchant of Steel ring 3. Right, that's right. So ring 3 had one. Though I will say, him not hitting the ring 3 did cost him an entire multi-strike. I think you can generally build around this. There's some risk, right? I mean, I definitely had some risk to just burn everything out, but I think if you're drawing about 10 a turn and you know your deck's thin enough, and you have, that's why I went Paraffin Enforcer into draft. You know, I have 3 burnout buffer. I think you got a pretty good shot to not have to intrinsic your stuff and whatnot. But I don't know. There's not much other deck doctoring I can do. That would be a fun one to go through and not go the Paraffin Enforcer route. And by fun, I mean miserable potentially, but no, try this. Try doing that seed. No Strangler. Don't pick up Strangler. Maybe you can only go Thorn Lord. You're only allowed to go Thorn Lord. And you can't do Paraffin Enforcer. That is going to be one nightmare of a seed. Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.